Sanibonani, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Mkosinaphile. Ngiyabonga kakhulu for joining me. Thank you very much. So now guys, I want to discuss udaba lo lengakaze ngikhulume ngalo, ngibona abantu bebhizi bekhuluma ngalo oluka Dr. Celiwe Tata. So I think Dr. Celiwe Tata is a South African lady who was married to a Nigerian man. So Dr. Celiwe Tata ke mayibeka story sakhe, oh she's got angazi udaba lakho lungakanani laphana ka TikTok bafethu kunama video ebekudaba lwakhe emphakathini echaza ukuthi ubephila impilo enjani nalo baba umNigeria ongubaba udadake. So uthi Dr. Celiwe ke inkinga ade nayo ukuthi lo baba lo kade vele engasebenzi. So financially she was the one who was taking care of umuzi, taking care of nje umndeni ngoba lo bhuti bekade engasebenzi kanjalo nje she's a doctor phela ufundile futhi ngiyacabanga ukuthi ke wenza imali enhle according to imali azikhulumayo, imoto azikhulumayo ukuthi ubethenga izimoto athi ukunakekela abantwana na yonke into. Imagine mangabe umyeni wakhe engasebenzi yonke into ithi wena. So okwenza ukuthi abantu bethi khona kushuthi naleyo ndoda ebinawe because of imali yakho ibingakuthandi. Kunabantu abaningi abathi ayibekuzonda lo muntu bengakuthandi, he was just there for imali. So ngoba uyachaza ke uDr. Celiwe Tata ukuthi hey ubethenga izimoto ezibizayo, lo bhuti lengasebenzi kodwa egijima ngemoto ezibizayo, ekwazi nokukhetha athi ngifuna le moto angifuni le. Kulo daba lwakhe nje akukhuluma ngakhona ukuthi ubebhadala installment sa 23,000 ngenyanga. Kusho ukuthi le installment leyo moto leyibizayo lo bhuti athi uyayifuna ubekhokha 19,000 something rent installment plus insurance ye 3,000. Athi ngaphi ingane ukondla ingane, athi ukondla indoda uma bengenengane ezintathu nendoda, which means indoda ingane esi4 kalokho. Ngoba akasebenzi akathini kodwa ufuna impilo ebizayo, ufuna ukuhlala endaweni ezibizayo noma esethi asihlala endaweni ke semakhaya. Njengoba uthi ufuna le moto ebizayo, ngizokwazi ke mina ngizokwazi ukuthi ngikhokhele ke le moto kuzomela phela sibone ukuthi siphungula ezinye izinto ezibizayo, singahlali endaweni ebizayo la ke esesilungwini, sihlala at least endaweni esemakhaya. Ngizokwazi ukuthi ke uthole le moto koyifunayo ngoba how dare you ungasebenzi uzofuna imoto ebizayo. According to me, I'm like hawu Dr. Celiwe bafethu, ngiyamzwela bafethu uchaza nje ngephutha alenzile ukuthi hey ngashadana nendoda ke engasebenzi, ngayisupporta financially, ngayithini, wangichithela wangithini, kodwa ke into bengimenzela zona, imali engiyiluzile kuloya muntu ubalisa konke nje uDr. Celiwe Tata. Libuhlungu udaba lwakhe, yazi ukusebenzela umuntu wesilisa bafethu aqeda adlale ngawe, uhamba ngemoto ethi wena, ugqoka wena, konke kuthi wena, hayi bafethu kodwa umuntu aqede adlale ngawe. Ibuhlungu kakhulu leyo nto, imali azibizayo is just so painful to me. Engingabazi ngithi njani mntakababa, njani usebenzela umuntu kabuhlungu kanjena abuye akulaxazi nje. Kodwa nyamangala kumanje nje esekuvelena ke ubaba udada ke esezothi hayi lo mama unamanga ntoni, but mfethu mangabe ubungasebenzi and she was paying all these things that she's mentioning. Guys, mina ngeke ngiposte yonke le nto kaDr. Celiwe Tata, ngicela nika TikTok ufike nje uthi Dr. Celiwe Tata, you'll see her videos nje uyibukele nje uyimamelele because wow, hayi kuningi bafethu akwazi nje yo. But anyways bafethu, mhlambe ngizoba nama clips nje amancanyana enzothi ukwalahlela kwenza ukuthi uzo understand ukuthi ngikhuluma ngobani, umupusisi mlahlele nesithobe sakhe nendoda yakhe. Into kanjalo bafethu, sikhuluma nje ngabantu abahlukene. Usisi ubeka udaba lakhe emphakathini ka social media, indoda seyibuyile nayo yazothi izoyiphendulela ngoba usisi unamanga. Into engayithandanga ukuthi ngibone kufakwe nengane laphana, ubaba udada esekhuluma nengane ukuthi ingane ayichaze ukuthi akazange yena athini nokuthi. Yabona into abantu abadala ababili masenifaka ingane ukuthi ingane awubufakazi, that is very wrong. Ingane lezwakala nje ngathi less than 10 years ukuthi ayikhulumi against uma wayo ukuthi hayi mama unamanga, ubaba wena uzange ukuthi mama unamanga. Hayi yabona lento esisenziwa ngulo bhuti angiyithandi. Kodwa uma belwa bona bobabili bekhuluma ngendaba zothando, efinance nani asinankinga, since belulethile udaba emphakathini sizomamela, sijaje la sijaja khona, is just like our public opinion, right? But ke mangabe sekufaka ingane ngendlela lo bhuti afaka ingane ngakhona angiyithandanga lento, ayikhonhle bafethu. Susana ingane endabeni zabantu abadala, umntana omncane ufakazana umntwana ngendaba zikayise nonina and all that. uyenza imistake lapha baba udada but mhlambe sizokhuluma ngalo kwenye video. But ke bafowethu sisi ube kudawula ke emphakathini ukuthi yeyi ngayisebenzela indoda yomNigeria yangidla yaqede yangilaxaza.
City, this one, would you ever date a Nigerian man again? Never. I never. You? Dipambene? Soze sana. You? Asoze. Asoze mtakabawo. Yo. Yes. Mani ngayithethe because ukhona omnye umuntu oyohambile wayo ndiposta pha ku Twitter wathi I'm a doctor, but I'm trying to avoid to say that. Oh, another thing is because we are a one-income household. No, I don't say things like that because I don't want him to feel like I'm putting the blame on him. But what I was trying to reason out with him was for him to understand, but we do not afford this car 15,000 to begin with. Then I said to him, can we please consider downgrading? Can we please downgrade? Because that car was a big car and it's very expensive to begin with. The insurance is expensive. The installment of the car is expensive. Can we please downgrade? Then he said, he's not prepared to take anything that is not a Mercedes-Benz. For him, it's going to be Mercedes-Benz or nothing. And another thing, he said that he's not going to be a laughing stock amongst like his people and his friends and just like people in general, because he was driving a Mercedes-Benz, a bigger car. It's bigger, like even amongst his peers, he was driving a bigger car. Gogi got involved in an accident and now I want to turn him into a laughing stock by making him drive a small car. Uzawuhlekwa yena. And njengoba ezawuhlekwa like mna ndithini ngesidima sakhe. And he's not gonna be fine. Yay? Dithi ke ngoku kuye mna, okay. If we go and buy an expensive car, just like the car that you were driving, you've got to know, Uba, going forward, we will never afford to stay in the city, okanye to stay in town, okanye like to go and stay somewhere where like the cost of bread is expensive and the way of life is also expensive. Because I've got to think about what is it that I can afford. I cannot afford to have you drive the most expensive car and then also have the kids and have to send the kids to good schools, and also the kind of a house that we're gonna stay in, pay the rental like that, because like if you go and stay in the city with the big family that we've got, that means that when we get to the city and we get a rental, that house is gonna be like 15,000. So I cannot pay rent that is that expensive and then pay for a car that is that expensive at the same time, when I have to cover like the daily like bills up and Then he said, he understands that means we're gonna have to stay in rural. Then he said, he would rather compromise and then we stay in rural. And when he drives like a cheap car. We went to Mercedes-Benz. When we got to Mercedes-Benz, on the floor, on the showroom, there was a GLB. That was in 2021, ne? That was in 2021 in August. The Mercedes-Benz GLB was new. Yes, I think the Mercedes-Benz was brand new. Like just then, like it had just been like released. It was on the showroom. There was a brand new GLB. Hey guys, that was white in color and SUV. And my husband was not even interested to look for other cars. He just stopped in front of that car and he said, "This is the car I want." And I was like, did you see how much this car is? It's like, this is the car I want. The price that was attached to that car was 1.2 million. And I'm like, we don't have a house. We are busy giving birth to other kids. And like, I cannot afford this car. Then he's like, no, this is the car that he wants. Then I rehashed the conversation with him. I'm like, listen, if you want us to buy this car, then no, Uber, that means for the duration that I'm paying for this car, because this car I'm going to be paying 20,000 or above for. For the duration that I'm paying this car, we cannot go stay in the city. We cannot like have any other life except like staying in rural with our kids and knowing that we're going to compromise on everything else, because I'm going to need to get paid good money. I'm also going to need to also have rural allowance for me to be able to afford to buy this car. Then we got the quotation for the car, and then the dealer was talking to me, broke down the costs and showed me how much I'd be paying. Affordability was worked out. Obviously, I came out on top, like I'm gonna afford the car. We went to have lunch with my husband. At the restaurant, I rehashed the conversation again. We spoke about it. Then he said, yeah, no, we would rather stay in rural, but that's the car that he wants to drive. We went back home, and then when we came back again, fine, I signed on the dotted line, guys. Son. If I'm not gonna go mad because of this, since I didn't go mad on it, I will never go mad again. We signed on the dotted line. I signed, and then he got his car. So the car that he got was a GLB that was royal blue in color. It was a gorgeous car. When you are sitting inside the car, it felt like you are riding in luxury. Like, it was a very beautiful car. It was a beautiful car that was costing me an arm and a leg. I was paying 20,000, 19,000 and something, closer to 20,000 for the installment. Then the insurance was closer to 3,000. So in total, I was paying 23,000 per month towards a car alone for a man that is not employed. And I was taking care of the kids, of every other bill.